Hello everyone, and welcome to another Mafia Godfathers video. In this video, I'm going to give you a full tour and walkthrough of one of the new mansions that came out with the Safe House in the Hills update on GTA Online. So there are 3 different mansions that you can purchase. I'll give you a little quick rundown here, and then we're going to go inside, I'll show you around, and then I'll show you some of the things you can customize towards the end of the video. So, in order to purchase a mansion, you're going to go to your phone or any laptop or desktop in the game, and you're going to go to Pre-Luxury Real Estate, and this is what the website will look like. Scroll down to Choose Your Property, and there are 3 that you can choose from right now. The Tongva Estate, which was, or used to be, Devin Weston's house in the story mode, if you remember that. That starts at $11.5 million. That's without any of the other amenities added in. That's just the property itself. There's a lot more that you can add to it. The Richmond Villa, which is the one I'll be giving you the tour of, that's the most expensive one. It starts at $12.8 million. And the Vinewood Residence, which starts at $12.2 million. The nice thing about all 3 of these is you can fly by helicopter or drive by car to any of these and kind of just look around the outside. You can't see the inside until you buy it, but you can walk around the outside to decide which of these 3 properties you would like to own. So towards the end of the video, I'll come back here and I will show you what things cost, because it is not cheap. I can tell you right now that buying the Richmond Villa started at 12.8, and by the time I was done customizing it, I spent almost $18 million. There was only one thing I did not buy. So I'm going to tell you ahead of time before we start this tour that I did not buy the arcade add-on for this because I already own an arcade from the arcade update that came out a couple of years ago. So I didn't think it was necessary to purchase another one. And really all it is a room with arcade games, and I will never touch them. So I did not add the arcade in. So to give you the whole walking tour real quick, and then we will go over some of the customization options and purchasing options. All right, so here's the front entrance here. Just so you know, whenever you approach the front gate, it is going to prompt you to enter, and you'll have to choose which floor you want to go to, just like entering any other apartment building or business. But then after you get in here, if you choose the first floor, this is the first floor, and you will spawn right here when you come in. You now have free reign of the entire property. You cannot jump, and you cannot use any weapons of any kind while on the property. Come over here, there's the garage, so you can store, I believe it's 20 vehicles here. So you can bring your cars here to store them, and you can actually put one on display too, which we'll get to in a moment. Some of the other cool stuff out here, just some cool design work and whatnot. Then we'll go inside. So this is one of the 2 entrances at the front of the house. We'll come in here, and this is the main lobby area. So this sculpture here comes with the mansion, cannot change it. This painting can be changed, and I'll show you how to do that later on in the video towards the end. But I chose this one. I think there's 10 different ones to choose from, but I chose this because it looks like Sandy Shores, and it's pretty cool. So there's a lot of different paintings and stuff you can customize in here, and so you can kind of add your own touch to it. As you can see, it is around Christmas 2025, so the Christmas trees are out. That'll be gone in about 10 days or so. Come over here, and here we have the living room. So have a big screen TV there with a fireplace and 2 big couches. Then here you have a player piano, and it'll play 3 different songs, and you can just let it play if you want, or you can turn the radio on, and that will play throughout the mansion. I, of course, have the radio turned off because YouTube hates music and will copyright you or give you a copyright strike if you have any music. Another cool thing, since he's right here, you can own animals at the mansion. You can own a cat and a dog. So this is Smokey, my cat. And then the dog Max is somewhere else on the property. We'll get to him eventually. I believe owning an animal is $15,000 each. You can own one dog and one cat. To purchase a cat, you come right here to the little cat house, or whatever this is called. And you see at the top left, it says change your cat. So there are, I think, 5 or 6 different breeds of cat that you can choose from, and then you can customize the name of the animal as well. All right, so we're going to do the entire inside, and then we'll go outside. So next up, come down here, and that is the other front entrance, just so you know. And over here is the cigar lounge. So you can sit on either of these couches and smoke a cigar. Have some pretty cool decorations around as well. And here you can drink whiskey out of this this globe that is opened up. Some art on the wall there. And then if we come through this door, this is the office. So you have big TV here. That's your AI assistant, and you're going to see little screens, not this big, but you'll see little screens all around the house with Angel on it. There are 3 AI companions that you can have in the mansion. Angel is one of them, and they will help you do certain things. I'm going to get into that towards the end of the video as well, so stick around for that. In the office, though, the all too familiar computer on GTA Online, but this one is really cool. This is a master control terminal, and Rockstar introduced this, I believe, in the Terabyte first, then in the arcade, and now they put it in the mansion. So this is a master control terminal. You can get it by purchasing the mansion. It comes with the mansion, and you can control any of the businesses that you own from this computer. You have to be registered as a CEO or a motorcycle club, depending on which business you're trying to manage. But you can purchase stock or launch sell missions from this computer, which is pretty cool. So you can also check out your security cameras all over the property, see if anybody's spying on you from here by pressing square. Again, I am playing on the PlayStation, so it might be different for you if you're on PC or Xbox. But stand up from here and go out here into this area. This is the kitchen area. So you can step up to the table and get certain drinks there. I'm not sure exactly what that is. It might be vodka or whiskey or whatever. There's wine at the end of the table here. And then, just so you know, I'm going to get to it later, but you can order champagne for the mansion. If you order champagne, it'll be delivered right here to the end of the table. And then you can grab it, and whenever you use the champagne, you have to use it as your action, which will... Oh my God, does not have any champagne right now, so I can't do it. But it will show you popping the champagne bottle and doing a little celebration. So if you complete a heist or something, you want to do a little celebration, you can order champagne and do that. All right, so this is the dining room. Got a painting at the end over there that you can customize. We'll get to that later. And now we're back into the lobby again. So from here, we're going to go downstairs. And before we go downstairs, there's an elevator, just so you know. There are 4 floors, technically 5 if you count the roof, which is where I'm going to go next. And you can take the elevator to any floor except for the roof. And before I forget, let's go up to the roof. So to come over here, through this door, and up the stairs. This will bring you to the rooftop of your mansion. And you notice some yoga mats there. Well, if you're familiar with the GTA 5 story, I first played that right when the game first came out. Michael has a mission that he has to do where he does yoga. And you can do yoga here. And it does give you some perks by doing it. If you do enough yoga poses, you will be granted a temporary boost in speed and agility, I believe. It may change each time you do it. Not 100% sure. And then this helicopter will come with this mansion as well. So you have a private helicopter that you can leave the mansion with. Now we're going to go back downstairs. That's everything that's on the roof. And we're going to go all the way to the other side of the mansion. This property is massive. Come down here, and this is now the second floor. Go this way first. Another sculpture that you can customize there in the corner. And this here is the art gallery. So we have 3 pieces of art there, there, and there that can all be customized. And if we come in here, this is the master bedroom. So you have a massive wardrobe here. You can change your clothes. Then you have a vanity and a sink right here. If you come through this door, there's a toilet and a shower in here. Yes, you can still sing in the shower as long as you aren't in a private party. If you're in the in-game chat, you can still sing in the shower and earn RP. You come over here, there's a little lounge area and big bed you can lay in. And then you have a nice view outside here. All right, so we go out this door and it'll bring us back into the art gallery. And we're going to go down here now. If you turn right into this door, this is yet another bathroom with a toilet and a sink. Then in here is the indoor swimming pool. As far as I know, this is the only property on the game that has an indoor swimming pool. You can lay down on any of these lounge chairs. And of course, you can go swimming if you want to. Then in here is the spa. You have your own personal barber and your own personal tattoo artist.
How's it going?
And they are always here. You can always come to them to change your hairstyle, your facial hair, or any tattoos that you want to get or have removed. All right, so now let's go further over here. And a couple of things in this part of the lobby. This is the downstairs lobby. One thing here, this is pretty cool. It's a topographical map of Los Santos and Blaine County. So you can see all the little green dots there. Those are all of the properties that I own on the game, all properties or businesses. So whenever you purchase a mansion, this will appear and all of your properties will be marked on the map. Behind us here, this is the trophy case. So cool thing that they did, because you really weren't able to show off anything that you've earned until now. These trophy cases allow you to show off accomplishments that you've had throughout your time playing GTA 5 for the last 11 years or whatever it's been now, 12 years. So just real quick, just so you know, the 5 that are here, there are more than this, but that one's for winning 100 races. This one is for completing 100% of the story mode. The middle one there is for holding a world record on any race. Believe it or not, I did hold a world record on this game at one point. That was several years ago, probably like 8 years ago on the PS4. The one with the 100 on it is having 100 platinum medals from the pause menu achievements. And then the last one, the birthday cake, is for having your same character for 10 years on this game. This wall over here has plaques on it. This shows off your career progress. So under the pause menu, under career here, if you were to go in there, all of the contact career progress missions, if you complete all 4 tiers of the career for each of them, you'll get a plaque for each one. So the only one I've done so far is the Madrazo Dispatch Services, which is up there. They are not the easiest things to complete, so whenever you get it, it is worth it to display it because it's a difficult thing to attain. This here is where you can display a car. I have not put a car in here yet, but you can display any vehicle, any personal vehicle that you want in this display case, and it'll just sit there until you decide to take it out. All right, so a couple more things. If we turn left in here, this is the guest bedroom. So we have a bed there, we have a desk there, a lounge area here, and then here is a walk-in closet, massive walk-in closet. You can also change your clothes over here if you go to the corner. And coming through this door is another bathroom with a shower, toilet, and sink. Okay, one more thing on this floor, and then we're going to go to the basement floors. So one of the coolest features that they added in the mansion here is a full movie theater. So this is pretty neat. So you can watch a movie or you can watch any of the TV shows that are on TV in GTA. There are 2 long bench seats here. You can sit in any of those seats and watch the movie theater screen. All right. Now we're going to go downstairs. So we're going to go down to the first basement level. All right, so let me start on the right over here. So this would take you into your first garage level. I'm going to show you the garage that's on the next floor down. They look exactly the same. And this door will take you to the garden, and basically what that means is the backyard. So that'll just take you outside to the back of the mansion. If you turn left down this little corridor, if you purchase this as part of the mansion, whenever you buy the mansion, this is the armory. So you can customize any of your weapons, and to my knowledge, this is the only place on the game, besides ammunition, the only personal property place on the game where you can purchase every weapon. So if you don't have any weapons under any of these categories, then you can purchase it. You also purchase body armor here and any explosives. So buy them all from your mansion instead of going to ammunition to do so or doing it in between missions or whatever. So before you're doing a heist or anything like that. Also, there are going to be weapons and ammunition just kind of laying around in here. Those are all free for you to take. And as well as this health here too. You can just come in and take that health if you're low on health. So that's the armory. Now we're going to come out here and go into this door, and this is the nightclub. So again, no music because YouTube would give us a copyright strike if we had music on. But this is pretty cool. So if you were going to host a party or something and have people over to your mansion, this is a cool place to be. You can dance, as it shows you in the top left there. You can dance just like your nightclub from the nightclub update several years ago. And then there are 2 bartenders here. So you can come up to either one of them, order a drink. There are 5 different drinks that you can choose from: Pisswasser vodka, Mount whiskey, Richard's whiskey, Macbeth whiskey. Of course, the Macbeth whiskey is the one that makes you pass out and you end up thrown up in a toilet or passed out on a bed or something like that. So that's the nightclub. Again, Christmas season, Christmas tree there. That's it for this basement level. So now we're going to go down to the second basement level, which is over this way. We will go down here. And there's not a whole lot down here. This is the second garage. Then turn left down this corridor. Your vault is here. And I believe this changes. Don't quote me on this, but I believe this will change based on the amount of money that you have. So, I have about 10 million or so. So there's quite a few carts of cash here, but if you have like 50 million or whatever, there's probably going to be more carts of cash. And you do have gold and whatnot here as well. So a couple of nods to the casino heist that you may have done at some point. So cool little feature, got a vault. And then in here, if you decide to purchase it, this is your vehicle workshop. It is basically your own Los Santos customs right in your mansion. Any car that you're going to be working on has to be in the garage of your mansion. So you can get into the car in the garage and it'll prompt you to enter the body shop. So, all right, now onto the garage. Go into garage B2. This is going to be completely empty because I haven't moved any of my cars yet. Like I said, you can fit, I believe it's 20 vehicles in the mansion. Very spacious garage here. I think you can put 1 vehicle under each of these ring lights that's above. So that would be 10 vehicles here. And then you would have a second floor of 10 vehicles as well. So very spacious garage here. And we're going to run all the way back down and outside, or sorry, back to the basement. And then we're going to go upstairs and I'll show you the backyard. And then we'll get into some of the customization options. So we're going to go out this door, up the steps, around the desk, up the next set of steps. To be completely honest with you, I've had this mansion for about a week, and I haven't made this video because I got lost every time I was here. So I had to make sure I was familiar with it before I made the video so I wasn't getting lost. Now we're going to go outside, and unfortunately it's dark now, but you'll still be able to see mostly everything. So, first come outside, we are on the second floor. There's another floor above, but there's a bar here. You have to be on the other side of the bar to either serve or pour yourself drinks. Then, come over here, and you have a fire pit there with some seating area. Go up these steps real quick, and I haven't seen Max yet, and I guess he must be on the roof, actually. So, the dog, though, the dog house is here, and you can pet the dog, which is a cool feature, and you can change your dog. There are, I think, 5 or 6 different breeds of dog that you can choose from, and then you can customize the name of the dog as well. Run across the patio here. Another cool thing they added is workout equipment. So you can do chin-up bar, curls, or bench pressing here. And a couple of quick things about this. The first one is if you do this, if you don't have full strength already, this will add to your strength of your character. The other thing is that a lot of people are speculating that Rockstar put this in here as not an Easter egg, but kind of a precursor to GTA 6. For those of us that are old enough to remember San Andreas, you used to be able to work out in San Andreas and bulk your guy up, or if he didn't work out, he got a little bit thinner. But it would make you stronger by working out. So there are rumors going around that that's going to be a feature in GTA 6 if the game ever decides to come out. So now we have another fire pit area with 2 what looks like love sack lounges around it. So another cool hangout spot, then some chairs and tables. Now we'll go down these steps, and there's this neat water feature here, which is very similar to Devin Weston's house, if you remember that, up in the Tongva Hills. Then down this little area is just a little bench with a tree. And finally, down these steps is your outdoor swimming pool, another bar where you can pour yourself or others cocktails, lounges that you can sit on, lay on, and then a hot tub. So that is your tour of the mansion. Now, as I promised at the beginning of the video, I'll show you a couple of the customization options and a couple of cool things they added in this update. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you the AI, Artificial Intelligence Assistant. And my AI assistant's name is Angel. There are 3 that you can choose from. I'm going to forget the other 2 names right now. But there are 3 different ones you can choose from. And they're basically like Siri or Google or, Amazon's. I can't say because I have one and she'll light up. But come in here because this is her headquarters right here, this TV. Now, this will be funny.
What can I do for you, Daddy?
So if you choose Angel, she calls you Daddy. If you're a guy. If you're a girl, she calls you Mommy. So from here, your AI assistant can help you with a few different things. One of the really cool things about this is you can fast travel to any other owned property or business across the entire map. So no more flying or driving to each business individually anymore. As long as you're at your mansion, you can fast travel to any of the businesses on the map right away and load in to that business and take care of it. So that's a cool feature they added. Next, business production boost is really cool. So you can temporarily increase the production of the stock at any of your businesses, but you can only do it for one business at a time, and it'll increase the production by 3 times. So it'll go 3 times faster. So say, for example, you wanted to be able to sell the weed from your weed farm faster, like if there's a double money event going on. Well, you can come to your AI assistant at your mansion and tell them, hey, I want to boost my weed farm production, and you'll be able to do it 3 times faster. Champagne service, as I mentioned earlier, you can get champagne delivered to the mansion, and it'll appear in your kitchen. The only way that you can use it is by making the champagne, the blutered champagne, your action under the appearance in the interaction menu, and then you do that action and you'll spray champagne everywhere. So if you're celebrating, a milestone or a heist win or anything like that, might be a cool idea to get some champagne and celebrate. You can host a party as well at your mansion, and if you have it set to public, it'll invite everybody in the lobby to your mansion, and you can have a party, like at the nightclub or just, hanging out in the pool or whatever. Then you can exit via a few different vehicles. You can choose a personal vehicle that's in your garage to exit in. You can choose a luxury vehicle to exit in, or you can exit via the helicopter that is on the roof of the mansion. So that's everything that Angel can do for you. Now, next thing is the interaction menu. So if you're on the PlayStation 5, you're going to want to hold the touchpad down until the interaction menu pops up. You're going to go to Mansion Management. And from here, you can invite anybody in the session to your mansion. Under the customization options, like I mentioned, you can change the decorations, like that painting off to the right there. You can change that painting, and any painting that's in the mansion, you can change to a different one. You can also change many sculptures, and that large painting that I showed at the beginning of the video that showed Sandy Shores, that can be changed. So I'll show you that one real quick. So this is upstairs. There are, I think it's 9 or 10 different ones to choose from. And just one real quick thing. This one, In the Shade, this has already been broken by a few other YouTubers out there, but this painting is by C. Chatanet. I forget how to say his name exactly, but I believe that is a character from one of the Red Dead games. Can't remember if it's Red Dead 1 or Red Dead 2, but it's a character from one of those two games, and that's just an Easter egg that they put in here. So I have to go downstairs real quick so I can show you the rest. Oops, uh-oh. Hopefully that just brings me downstairs, not to the basement. So, oh well, you got to see how the elevator works. Yep, here we are. All right, so I wanted to come down here because you have to be near your trophy case in order to change the trophies. So if I go back to Mansion Management, go to Customization, and go to Trophies, and change the trophies here. So you might have more of these unlocked than I do, but I only have maybe 9 or 10 of these unlocked, but I just put the ones up that I thought were the ones that were most impressive. Then why it brings you back out every time. The plaques are the ones on the wall there over to the right that we were talking about earlier. And then you can choose to hide or show the gym equipment, your dog, and your cat. So you can choose if you want them to be visible or not. So that's the customization options. Under audio, you can choose what radio station you want to be playing throughout the entire mansion, and then in the nightclub specifically. And then you can choose to turn your AI assistant on or off while in your mansion. Under staff, you can choose to hide or show your spa staff, your nightclub staff, and your security staff. I hid the security mainly because every time you walk past them, they yell at you. They're like, hey, how's it going? Or whatever, and it scares the hell out of me. So I got rid of them. But even if you do hide them, as it says there, they will still defend your businesses and everything if they're hidden. Now, that's an important part, defending the businesses. And I get to that in a second. So next, you can choose a dress code for people to wear whenever you host a party, and your hot tub clothing, you can force it to make people wear swimwear, or they can just wear their regular clothing. All right, so last thing in the video is I'm going to go back to where you purchase the mansion, and I'll just show you what the options are. So I'm going to click, well, you know what? I'm going to act like I'm buying a new one just so you can see how expensive this is, because it's ridiculous. So go to the Vinewood Residence. This starts at $12.2 million. So that's bare bones, not adding anything. If we click on Customize here, well, the first thing you're going to do is customize the tint. So you can change it from the off-white to the mint green to that very light lavender purple or this pink color. Patterns, there's a few different patterns here you can choose from for the walls And then decor, you can choose Los Santos Loft, San Andreas Coastal, which is the one that I have, or Vinewood Regency, which is like really an attack on the senses. Very in-your-face marble and gold and everything. All right, so that's the interior. Additional rooms. So you can add an armory, which I showed you. Just so you know, the armory will add $720,000 to the cost. The arcade, which I do not have, that's what the arcade looks like in the cover photo there. Arcade is ridiculously expensive. It's $950,000. That's why I didn't buy it. The podium, you can choose to have the podium or not. It's $650,000 if you want to have the podium and display one of your vehicles. And then the vehicle workshop, which is worth it. As you can read that little description there, GTA Plus members, if you're a GTA Plus member, you'll also have access to Benny's Original Motorworks, House Special Works, Drift Tuning, and a missile lock-on jammer upgrades all in one place, which is really nice. So you can add the vehicle workshop for $880,000. So you can see already the total jumped from 12.2 to 15.5 just by adding those 4 rooms. Now, the next thing, the security. This is probably the most important one. And supposedly you only have to buy this once if you were to buy more than one mansion, because it says free there. But this, I believe, is like $1.7 or $1.9 million. But it is really nice to have, because if you have businesses, and I know this has happened to pretty much everybody that has a business on this game, whether it's the weed shop, the meth factory, or the bunkers or whatever, you sometimes will have like a random mission pop up saying, oh my God, like, you know, they raided your weed farm and they stole everything and they're kidnapping your people and all that, and you have to go and get them back. Well, that was even if you bought the security for those businesses, you would still have that happen, just on a less frequent basis. Now, if you purchase this security, it completely eliminates the risk entirely. As you can see there in the description, it says bolster existing businesses' security to eliminate the risk entirely. So you have to already own the security for each property or each business if you want to completely eliminate the risk. Then you add this on, and you will never have to worry about your businesses being raided ever again, which is great, because that was always really annoying if I was in the middle of doing something in free roam and then that would pop up. All right, so there's that. Then your AI assistant. So you have 3 AI assistants you can choose from. There's Angel. There's Haviland.
How do you do, sir? I am Haviland.
And then there's OG.
What's cracking, homie? It's OG.
So you can choose any of those 3 AI assistants, and that will be their voice. And then you would go to your overview.
So nice to meet you. I'm Angel. Can I call you
Sorry, we're going to
Daddy?
listen to Angel again. So then you'll go to overview, and we'll show you everything that you're purchasing. So what was a property that was $12.2 million all of a sudden turned into $15.5 by adding all that stuff. And I actually didn't even change much of the tint or patterns, because that adds more to it. This would likely, if I put everything on this property, it would probably be closer to $17 million. So yeah, it costs a pretty penny to own a mansion. But some really cool features come with it, so it might be worth it. Like if you hustle on this game a lot and you are working your businesses and whatnot, this is something that is definitely worth it for that. If you're going to continue playing this, but that's pretty much it for this video. That's everything about the mansion that we know so far, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. We appreciate you watching as always. Enjoy the mansions and have fun gaming. We'll see you next time.